At Christmas time now, I know everybody want the Jamaican Christmas cake, but are you ready to try something new and exciting this Christmas? Caribbean Dreams is inviting you to take on the challenge in making our sweet, fluffy, and decadent sorrel and chocolate mousse. Made with our three great products, our 100% dried sorrel, our Jamaican old style chocolate, and our sweetened condensed coconut milk. Let's make it. Now, first things first, our eggs are the most important part of this dish, and we want to separate the yolks from the whites. Just very gently, very carefully crack open that egg and try to save that yolk. Now we have our egg whites and our egg yolks. We need our egg yolks to emulsify that beautiful pastry cream. But now we're going to whip up a quick French meringue. Now we have our beautiful egg whites. Now typically when I'm making meringue, I tend to use 12 grams of sugar for every egg white. What that does, it gives me the opportunity to have a beautiful stiff meringue while not being overly sweet. So let's measure out our sugar right on the bar. And just like that, we're gonna start whipping our eggs. Don't start adding the sugar as yet. We need to incorporate a certain amount of air before we start adding the sugar. Otherwise, you'll never leave from soft peaks. Once you start seeing the air being incorporated, slowly add in your sugar. And mix. Alright, so now we're at stiff peaks. You see that? That's what you want. If it now fall on your head, then you know you're ready. So now that we have our lovely meringue, we're going to make our pastry cream. And as we said, we're doing a sorrel and chocolate style mousse. So we're going to the stove. Let's go. So a pastry cream is basically the combination of a milk substance, a thickener, we're using cornstarch in this case, we're using sweetened condensed coconut milk as our milk substance with a little bit of regular milk, and also we are using some sort of flavoring. So we have our sorrel mixture slowly coming up to a boil. So I'm adding in a little bit of water to our chocolate pastry cream because I don't want the milk to burn. So we're adding in our Jamaican old style chocolate. Just a tablespoon is good. And if you feel the need to add more, feel free. Naturally, the sorrel will need more because it's more tart than the chocolate. And the stir to combine. So at this time, we're going to remove our chocolate mixture from the stove and we're going to add in about a tablespoon of our sweetened condensed coconut milk, just to enrich that creaminess. Scrape your sides, ensure you don't get any burns. We're gonna add some cornstarch as our thickener. As soon as it thickens up, you remove and just carry that right around. It's supposed to be left with a thick and creamy consistency. And that's our chocolate pastry cream. Now this can be used as a filling for eclairs or whatever, if you have cakes, whatever. It's beautiful, it's rich, it's Caribbean Dreams. So we're gonna remove from the stove and allow it to sit for a bit just to cool down before we emulsify our egg yolks. Now we have our sorrel here on a rolling boil. It's basically gonna be the same. Now just because sorrel is an acid, we're gonna add the milk after we've thickened it. And at this point, you add in your sweetened condensed coconut milk. So now that we have our beautiful sorrel pastry cream, it's time to emulsify the egg yolk. Now we're gonna have to temper this because we want the heat to cook the egg yolk, but we don't want it to percolate. Just a little bit. So now that our eggs have reached up to temperature, let's add this back to our original mixture, and that is our pastry cream. Don't be afraid, taste this. That's that Caribbean Dreams goodness. Now this is a consistency you're looking for, slowly drizzling off your spatula. And we're gonna do the same thing for our chocolate pastry cream. Add a little to our egg yolks. Then we add back the mixture to our pastry cream. Now we want to save half of this pastry cream because further down the road we're gonna make some eclairs and you're gonna need this for the filling. So we're gonna split our meringue into half, and we're going to incorporate the first bit into the chocolate pastry cream, and we in the business we call this the sacrificial bit. Alright, so after you've incorporated the sacrificial amount of meringue, you're going to just gradually incorporate the rest, and then you'll have a beautiful, light and airy, decadent mousse. But you have to keep it in the fridge until it's set. You'll know when it's set when it stops moving. And the technique is fold, fold, fold. So after at least 6 hours in the fridge, you're supposed to get a luxurious, decadent, fluffy mousse. And we're just going to plate this up. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Christmas on a plate. Now this is the finished product. I challenge you to take this up and try something different from the regular Jamaican Christmas cake. Try our sorrel and chocolate mousse and tag us at Caribbean Dreams Official. We'll be here looking out.